Okay, y'all, it's KJM, and I'm back with a small little part two about Christmas by Design because the 10 minutes went so quick because I was just trying to tell y'all everything. So, once again, Christmas by Design, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. If you have nothing else to do and you like really cheesy Hallmark movies who you've seen the premise already, then this is great. But I'm going to tell you this, Christmas by Design is a ripoff of last year's hashtag Xmas. So if you want to go ahead and see a movie where it's designing, it's family, it's entertaining, it's a unique storyline, then go ahead. And speaking of that, people didn't like Jen, the lead character in hashtag Xmas, who was the lead designer. And a lot of people in this movie were saying they didn't like Charlotte, aka Charlie, that she was selfish and self-centered. I mean, if it was an interesting plot, maybe I would have been able to dig that deep for y'all, but it just was not that interesting to me. I can usually tell with a Hallmark movie the first 10-15 minutes if it's going to be good. Like, I legit got up and, like, decided to, like, start brushing out my wig, lay down my edges so I could do this review so that my $10 wig isn't sliding to the side. I had paused the movie. I kind of was watching it out the corner of my eye. And one thing I noticed is they threw in some interesting things. So Brooks Bend, Connecticut, I don't know if it's a real town. Apparently they have something called the Elfscapade that Charlotte's father used to oversee. And then at Christmas Eve, they were getting ready for the pajama-ree. Or what did the pajama-ree? Yeah. So it was like some pajama jamboree thing. But in the middle of the movie, they had a jamboree like at her parents' house. And all these people came over and they played all these like Christmas games or all these games or whatever. I don't know what the hell was happening in this movie. This is why I gave it a 4 out of 10. I gave it a 4 out of 10. And I'm really, really sad that Hallmark is not bringing the flavor that they did last year so far. Megan and I are both disappointed because of the WAG strike and the SAG strike and just everybody and their mama striking right now, which I am pro-union, so yes, okay. With everybody and their mama striking, like, we don't have much to watch. And this is the season. Y'all are going to start off weak. I'm going to tell you, last year, the first weekend, we definitely had Noel Next Door, okay, with Corey Severa and Natalie Hall. That was good, baby, okay? Then we had We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and that was really good, too. Then they went over there to Kismet Cookies or Kismet Cookie Christmas, whatever the hell that was, and that was a mess. I think that was one of the worst movies that I watched. It was in the top 3 of worst movies of last year's Countdown to Christmas. But Hallmark really brought, they really brought the smoke last year. And this year it's starting off, I'll be honest, I was watching Christmas by Design. I started at 7 a.m. because I like to watch the movies early so I could really focus in on them. And if I was a drinker, which I'm just like a special occasions drinker, like maybe even once every 6 months type of drinker, or may even go some years with no drink. Baby, y'all are going to drive me to drink over at Hallmark. So CEO Wanda, I understand that y'all dominate Christmas, but I want you to bring some of the writing, some of the fresh storylines that y'all brought last year, because Elfscapades and pajama-rees and whatever, it wasn't doing it for me. But anyway, as you know, these two end up, falling for each other, even though Spencer's wife had passed and he's still grieving for her. And Charlie's dad had passed and she still misses him. And that's part of the thing that's so hard about going back home. I know some of you Hallmarkies really resonated if you're missing your dad. I am a daddy's girl. I'm still blessed to have my daddy. And shout out to Papa M. And I couldn't imagine it. So I understand for some people who like this movie, there were certain themes that resonated in it. But I'm looking at things like diversity and inclusion. I'm looking at things like writing. I'm looking at things like acting. I'm looking like, did you make somebody who's not a Christmas person, me, really feel the Christmas spirit? And like, this did not do it. And I'm going to be honest, so far, most of your movies just did not do it for me, starting with this premiere of 2023 Countdown to Christmas. It just really hasn't done it. So CEO Wanda, sister girl, sister woman, CEO of Christmas. I really am hoping, Megan and I are so hoping that you guys tighten up your belts and that some of the best movies are coming soon. I know we're both looking forward to A Built More Christmas. I think that's what it is. I love, a good era theme, like a theme era, like you're going back in a certain time and you're giving us, a love story. So I don't know, Christmas by Design, once again, a 4 out of 10. It just seemed like an afterthought. And once again, Hallmark has kind of been doing these movies for Christmas this year and I said the same about Checking It Twice, and I'm going to say the same when I do the Under the Christmas Sky review. Hallmark happens to be doing movies that it's not really tying in Christmas. It's almost like Christmas is a secondary thing, because Checking It Twice could have just been a winter movie. It was really like a hockey theme, right? Could have just been a winter movie. Under the Christmas Sky, it was about the planetarium and the stars and some exhibit for the sun. I mean, you could have done that anytime a year. So like I said, 4 out of 10 for Christmas by Design. Once again, I'm going to reiterate that if you are a car mechanic, especially if you got your own garage, because so far I have not seen any car mechanic without their own garage finding love on Hallmark right now. So if you are a car mechanic and you own your own garage, it is your season for love. I am here to tell you, and I don't think it's gender specific since Hallmark is being more inclusive, but just keep your eyes out because there is a demand. You could be the hottie in town. There is a demand for the car mechanic. I mean, we women love a man that can fix things and not break things like they usually do. Okay, you feel me? All right, that's my part 2 review of this movie. It was just a little disappointing, but at least I had time to brush out my $10 wig from Amazon, and I'll forever be grateful for that time. Now, the 2 hours I lost on this movie, more like an hour and a half, because I had DVR so I could fast forward the commercials. I don't know if I could ever get that back in my life, but there's better movies. So go to hashtag Xmas from last year. That's literally what I'm going to tell you. That's going to be better than Christmas from Design. All right, it's KJM. I'm finishing up this review, 4 out of 10 for this movie. If you guys watch, let me know how you feel. I know some of you are writing in the deets about this wig and asking me how much it is on Amazon right now. I think it's about $10 on Amazon. And if you're into color, synthetic wigs, there's a market for it if you're into color, because you can get the look and be a baddie on a budget. All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys at the next review. Bye.